They look like the cultists, which has me worried, but they're in my hometown area. Them being in my base means that they might be NPCs you talk to. The 3. Okay. Hi. At least 2 of them are holding bags full of stuff. They have goods on them. They seem like they're camouflaged, kind of. So they're not like the other cultists that are running, or madmen, or whatever you want to call them, that are running around naked like lunatics. These people are wearing clothes, for starters. They've decorated and camouflaged themselves, and they have bags, so despite the frightening appearance, they're probably somewhat civilized compared to some of the shit we see. They seem to at least be intelligent enough to clothe themselves and set up themselves up to potentially hide from the dangers, because that looks like actually kind of effective camouflage, although the bell around its neck seems like a bad idea. The 3 visitors stare at me in silence, as if waiting for my move. I can only hear the heavy breathing of the tallest figure holding a giant bag. As the tallest figure opens the bag, the room is filled with an intense smell of mushrooms. Apparently they wish to give me something. I have no items to show them. They're a merchant. They're a merchant that we have 100 rep with them. They sell rags, the wires, gasoline, mushrooms, watch. Still no pliers. They seem like they probably sell exactly what the trader used to sell. To the point... Oh, shit. Yeah. Because they talked about the bag smelling like mushrooms, and the trader was getting covered in some kind of fungus. I think they killed the trader and decapitated him and stole his goods, and now I can trade with them for the same goods that the trader was selling before. Great. Concerning. Could go for more mushroom if I want to. It's worth more than ever before now, or I could buy ammo. Let's poke around a little longer. Here's where my stuff is. Oh, did I block the door with that? Yeah, I had it switched off on purpose. Damn it. Get out of the way. It hurts thinking how close I got to succeeding last night. I almost survived the night, but then I blew it. Just because I got curious about seeing if I can get an item at the end. And that was the one thing... That was the one last action that got me killed at the end. It sounds truly awful. There we go. Yeah, dragging stuff on the dirt floor is just the worst sound. Does that affect the door at all? Kind of. Not enough to actually stop someone from getting through, but it could almost be a bit of a delay that helps me react in time, perhaps. I don't think I want to put them anywhere else. Like, I was halfway tempted to put it right there, so it would light up that room, so I could try to defend myself a little bit, but it'd also just be it'd be putting so much light out into the outside world that just seems super dangerous. I can bring chairs and stuff to barricade the door with. That's about it. I really don't have any better furniture. The last couple of places just had so many like wardrobes and stuff. This one gave me one. A concerning change. I'm probably going to barricade this door. Can you close, please? There we go. When I get the goods, I'll probably barricade this door, and I'd like to block it up with some debris if I can. Whereas this door will likely be the way I get in and out, and I probably have to keep it that way. There's only so much you can do barricading this place at some point. The barricade window, it's a chair. Am I forgetting about something? I don't think so. I think they just didn't give me any more wardrobes to use. Bummer. Alright. Put this on the floor. Don't really want to carry the bell around. Alright, I'm almost ready to upgrade the axe. I'm so close. So if I want to sharpen it again, I need one more rock. That's how obnoxiously close we are to success. Okay. I got the stuff for selling. The gas away. Do not want to mix up gas bottle with normal bottles. Jesus. It's like a normal bottle, except it explodes. I should buy... my armor's broken because I died. Yep. Do I have another shell? No, that was the shell that was the shell I had at the end. I crafted it into armor. That's already broken. It does not last. Alright, hello new merchants. Let's be friends, please. You don't want toys, but you want odd stones. Okay. I'll grab the mushroom, I'll grab... not the metal, maybe the boards. Most of the stuff's not very necessary. I really wish I had all my excess stuff to sell to you. But clearly the reputation did not carry over because I had like 600 with the other dude and now I only have 100 with them. So it's a hard reset for most of your mechanics and inventory and reputation and just all of the progression systems basically went through a hard reset. I could buy another hunting rifle bullet and slowly stock up if I want to. Is basically one of the things I can do. Got the wood. Let's grab wires. Too much. I'll just stop there. Well, first this one has to be boarded up because it's the one that's completely exposed to the light. There we go. Next to you. So much more leisurely to be able to board this place up when nothing's happening. I just need one more wardrobe and I'm going to block this from the inside to make sure the light's really not exposed. Should I go after the well? I'm down to 1 nail. So at this point I don't have goods remaining unless I want to... I might be able to do the well. This is like all I get really. Just gotta hope for the best. Let's use the mushroom. Now worth 1,280 because it's 64 times multiplier. God damn. Everything counts now. So I need to find, if I want to sell the rocket ship, I need to find somebody else who will actually care about it and take it to them. Oh, shit. Shit, there's another wardrobe here. I forgot about the weird debris. Is there more weird debris for me to fix? Damn it, I saw that earlier and I forgot about it for a little bit. And is that... Oh, shit. Somebody was probably yelling at me for that. I have 2 wardrobes I can fix. I'm like golden, but I need more nails. which I should have spent. See, I already bought all your nails, right? That's what we just did. So I need to... shit. I wish I hadn't done what I just did. Because, yeah, if I go out and find nails and wood, I can then repair those, but then I have to drag them. So I want to drag them now when we're good. Like, it's better to drag them now when time's frozen. If I have to come back and drag them, like, honestly, it's going to have to be a tomorrow morning project, probably. Because if I go out on an expedition into this area, which I guess we're not dealing with 3 zones again, if I go out and explore this area, then when I'm running back with my resources, it'll take like half the day to drag that shit over. But yeah, that's the stuff I need to make this place properly barricaded, yeah. They don't sell rocks, do they? Nobody ever does, right? Because they don't have... Yeah, because they're not worth anything as far as goods go. Oh, well. But I want rocks. I want a rock. It's doing it again. It's a max of 10, but they're in a stack of 15 somehow. Not entirely sure how. Toy won't sell. Torch is going to immediately burn out the moment I use it for a second. Maybe if I'm really fast, I can use it against some weird goopy shit. And make good use of that. I've got rags, so I can make more Molotovs. I'll go for it. One more Molotov. They only stack for 3. Okay. Got my bandages, got my pills. We should be good for an expedition and just suffer the consequences as we go out. Let's make a couple bear traps. As you might imagine, I'm probably going to be a lot less brave tonight, after what happened last time when I poked out for a moment. But let's try to barricade these. Try very hard not to walk up to these windows. Is it my specific placement that's getting in the way of the bear traps? Can I spread them a little bit more and then place it in the middle? You probably can't place a bear trap in the... No, you can. I was thinking maybe you couldn't put it in the swinging range of a door. No, I think these chairs just get in the way. They do. Okay. Got 2 bear traps in here. That'll defend against some of the ways, so if something breaks in, I can then fight it while it's in the bear trap, hopefully. Honestly, don't have the biggest plans for some of this furniture, but I'm just like, I might as well use everything, right? I don't know if I can even get it inside. I've just trapped myself. I figure the more debris I put around doors, the more likely I am to be somewhat safe, even if I don't have the biggest plan about where to put some of it. Sure. Sure, why not? Anyway, so goals. I want to oh, I can see how much my health went up by. It only went up by 25%. I only gained half a pip. I didn't even know there were half pips in this game, but here we go. So I want wood, I want nails, I want story progression, I want one rock. That's the main stuff. And I want to not die. And then I want to get back and barricade the shit out of this place for my own safety. There's also another chair there. Let's call it quits for now. The chairs aren't the most productive thing ever. There's clearly a village over here, and then the junkyard. I should probably try the village because it's the closest landmark and it's like preemptively given to me. And maybe it'll give me a time freeze area where I can grab a bunch of resources, which would be nice. You only need wood. I can make that work. There we go. The broken stack unbroke itself, and now it's normal stack counts. A moment ago, it was like this giant pile, an impossible pile. That's so fucking creepy and gross. Stop that. There we go. Now I can heal here when I want to. But only once a day. Should I preempt? I could preemptively heal, but it's only half a pip. Which might not be worth it. I don't know what to expect from this place, but that first night's monster was some bad shit. At the end of the edge of the village, there's a big building here. Judging by that, it's probably the bottom, so I probably have to go north. There's no exposed way to get in. Uh-oh. Piles of dead bodies. Oh! Excuse me? Was that a... Wow. Fuck you. Fuck you and everything about your existence. What? Oops. Trying to go back to 1. Oh, fuck me. Bad times. I suppose that's one thing you could call those, yeah. Human spider. Jesus, they just come out of the ground. It's just an eyeball. Turns into a monster. I'm sorry, what? What even was that sound? Nothing even happened to me. Am I under attack? Oh, it's a person. It's the doctor. Oh my god. He somehow still has a cigarette, but his hands are all dark. He's got a line across his throat. He's got like a... Has he been clawing at his own forehead or something? There's a... It's like a circle's cut into his forehead or something. Did he just snap after what he saw? You again. What do you want from me? Want to put me in front of a firing squad for desertion? The doctor snorts, ironically, hiding his irritation. I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm too close. I can hear her. Just as if she was standing beside me, my little... With shaking hands, he reaches for the cigarette butt between his yellow teeth. I'm sure someone is waiting for you, too. He spits out the rest of the tobacco. Photo of the road? Why are you showing this to me? You better tell me how to get there. Oh, I don't know how. trade. Weapon parts, embryo. That's a big amount of experience right there. Everything has a value of 100. And he has 100 rep. And he won't let me buy anything. He won't buy anything from me. Does he just give you an item for free? Is that the implication? So he'll just give you one item. Alright. That might be a lot of experience when I get back. The peasants broke through the wall of trees. I could not believe my eyes. I tried to do it many times. I couldn't manage to cut the trees fast enough. It was as if the woods were healing the scars. The motherfuckers were growing back right in front of my eyes. I was afraid I would get stuck between trunks. Losing that sow made their blood run cold. They escaped, fearing starvation. The doctor smiles as he puffs a cigarette. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. They have a camp in the old quarry, in the southwestern edge of the swamp. So did killing the sow lead to the peasants actually... Well, they didn't escape, they just got here, though. But they're going in the same direction we're going in, so maybe killing the sow and making them run out of food has actually led to a positive change in their group, because they're getting closer to escaping instead of just sitting there complacently and dying slowly as they all were. I used to come here to treat people. I pulled out kids' milk teeth, delivered babies, and then came the diseases I've never even heard of. I was the only doctor in the area. You cut us off from the outside world. You? He's blaming me again. First you, then the woods. No help from anyone. Last time I came here was 3 or 4 years ago, then the trees blocked the path. The doctor looks around the area. It's different now, the fields are flooded. Everyone in the village is dead. So much work for nothing. Oh, they all come here and... Did they break their way through to here and then die? I've realized something. It came to me when we were walking through the tunnels. You're like a disease, you and your kind. The doctor takes a step back as if he was afraid of me. At the same time, a sinister smile appears on his face. You don't belong to this land. You weren't here when the forest was born. You're a splinter, a foreign body, a vagabond. And them, the forest and everything else here, these are the antibodies, even the morons from the village, raging white blood cells in an infected bloodstream. That's the reason you hide from us. The doctor is visibly pleased with himself and his theory. His hands are no longer trembling. He produces a hand-rolled cigarette and lights it. Logical, isn't it? Some of the flooded areas hide underwater passages. Recently I fell into this underwater den in the southeastern edge of the swamp. I have no idea where it leads. I'm a shitty diver. I've seen a similar one in the northeastern edge of the swamp. Shit. So now when I go in the water, I might fall in a hole and end up in an underground passage? That's terrifying. I don't want to fall in a hole. Alright. At least I've got some stuff to trade. I mean, to cook. You just slowly losing it over here? Oh, it's not. It's an altar like the one we saw before. Crows. Something must have scared them off from the huge tree crown towering over the village. Oh, new journal entry. Holes! The swamp. I finally got out of the tunnels. The hatch sealed itself shut behind me. That's what I said before. Where's the entry about holes? Weird book. Nope. The map didn't show up? What's the journal entry for holes? Oh. I thought it said new journal entry, but it's a map entry. Okay. Keep getting more fabric even though I can't upgrade any more inventory slots. I guess I must have done that faster than the game expected a little bit. Fuck. That's a bad sound. Oh, maybe it's just an eyeball? That wouldn't be so bad. Wait, is this the village from the beginning of the game? Wait, what? I've heard him. That looks like the wagon from the beginning. And everything kind of looks like it's shaped the same way. Is this the same... I could open it with a lockpick. I don't have a lockpick, do I? No. Could break the door down if I wanted to. Probably. Fuck. Let's not wake him up. That's a chomper. This might be the village from the beginning of the game. Chapter 2 specifically. Which is alarming. How did I end up back here if I went through the tunnel? Did the whole village somehow move? I'm not getting any mushroom gurgles as I go around. There's the well. That also looks like the well that I went down. Fuck. Alright. Not in the best shape. Fuck. I think the chomper woke up. What a miserable place. Can I look down the well? Ooh, mushrooms. Oh, fuck. The chompers have light on them like fucking, it's like Alan Wake. That's, oh, there's a flare. I need to burn the armor off of it? So it looks like Alan Wake, and that's the same stuff I used to get into that thing in my starting environment. Sickle. Pliers. I can upgrade my starting thing now. Lottery ticket. Bunch of stuff crossed out. Don't know if that's a code anywhere in there. I can see the crown of a huge tree through the small window under the ceiling. More fabric. I'd prefer not to just be seen by that guy if I can avoid it. There we go. Fuck. Another combination. I'm not even collecting building materials, am I? Just other stuff. It's a bad sound. Is it right here? Maybe it's just the gurgly thing that has the eyeball? So far those haven't been dangerous, they've just been weird. I do not want to die around here. Do I have more... do I have broken... I don't have any bottles, do I? If I had a bottle I want to be able to throw out. Let's put the flares on, just in case. Keep my options around. The backpack. I'm gonna want to head back soon, I think. Who are you? The cripple. Wait. Bloody hell, you're alive. The old man extends his hand, blindly trying to reach me. You're not from around here, eh? You cannot be, huh? All them lads are dead. It's only me. Me and... He finally finds his arm and grabs it. My arm and grabs it. For a moment he clutches my hand in silence. Then I hear him mumbling under his breath. I don't have anything, mate. Only this chair, bloody hell. His gaze stops somewhere under the leaky barn ceiling. What? The old man suddenly jumps up. What are you saying? I feel his long fingernails digging into my hand. Ain't no fucking tree, that. It looks like a tree, but those faces... I know 'em buggers. Every single one of them. So close and so fake. They're not real, they're not. From time to time, I thank God I went blind. I don't have to look at them. The old man lets go of my hand and leans against the broken back of the chair. He sighs with relief. It disgusts me. It fucking disgusts me. This buggery, this fucking scum. All the time, I have to listen to its pathetic blabber, complaining all the time, as if I were supposed to believe it's human. That it's me, Zocha. Yeah, right. He suddenly reaches forward, reaches towards me with both hands. Almost falling from the chair, he grabs onto my sleeve. I feel Ola's weight on me. You, lad. You've got your hands and legs. Strong arms, I beg you. I beg you. Get rid of that filth from my village. I can't bear another day of that abomination wailing and sobbing. I want to die in peace. Fucking hell, I want to die in peace. Listen to me. I thought about it for a long time. I've had a lot of time to think, for fuck's sake. His eyes widen, his pupils are milky white. I can feel him climbing my coat. You need to find the basement. Jasek's basement. I remember it. It's right next to the tree. That tree is too large. So if you can't reach it from the top, you've got to try from the bottom, from the basement. And there, surely, you'll find the tree's roots. The bloody thing must have roots. That's where they are. Destroy them. Pull them, drag them, twist the fuck out of them. You'll find a way, eh? I know you will. The old man slides down my coat, straight into his destroyed wheelchair. For a moment, he searches for a stone, which he uses to prop himself up against the muddy floor of the barn. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow, that's his, look at his chair. That's the floor right there. So he doesn't have legs past the knees, as far as I can tell. And his supposed chair is basically just a plank of wood that has some tiny wheels on it. That's like only like an inch above the ground, but one of the wheels is gone, so he's pretty much just stuck in place anyway. And then he just has a small rock that he kind of leans on as a leverage point. So because he's blind and he can't move, he wouldn't be able to tell where he is otherwise. He's got like a cane under his arm to hold him up. There's not really much keeping him going. Show item. Can you show items too? Okay. The old man grabs the photograph, feels it, then takes out a small glass object from his pocket and pushes it to his eye. Oh, so he's not completely blind. The road home. What a load of bollocks. The road to madness is what it is. It used to be different here. First, the woods changed. The trees started sprouting up everywhere. We were cut off. Then the water flooded our fields. People went crazy out of hunger. They fought over food. If you can come across some wheels, 2 little wheels, so that I could fix me chair, maybe you would benefit from it as well. No one lives around here anymore. Everyone is dead. Only sometimes. The man lowers his voice. Sometimes I hear footsteps. They wake me up at night. Boy, wait till you find out what's right outside this room. The sound of bare feet against the floor, and the bells, sort of. They come out of nowhere. They move towards the trees. They come back. They pass me and fall silent. They're like a nightmare. A bloody nightmare. Years ago, when my eyes were good, people used to pass through here. They would leave their huts and go. There, where the damn tree grows. They would often leave at night, so that no one could see them. They went into the deep, dark woods and never came back. Some of them would say they're going home, but most of them were silent. I don't know. The land has changed. The trees have cut us off from the rest of the world, but home, for me, has always been here. Then that monstrous moaning abomination grew out of that ground. It blocked the passage, and that's that. No one has managed to pass through since then. Maybe people found some other place. Maybe they died at the swamps just like this. What are you going on about again? The old man leans towards me, scowling. The wheelchair? The war took my legs. Then those wankers burned my house and my pigs. But it was years after the war. They said it was to fight the disease. So they said. And my Zocha. The disease took her from me. All I have is this wheelchair. And this land. He has... oh, man. All he has is the wheelchair and the land. I don't think he had the land anymore, buddy. Have you seen... It's occupied by things that I don't think you can fight, unfortunately. Do I remove the barricade? Is it... my concern is, like, does removing the barricade kill him? Or does removing the barricade just help me get through because it's blocking a passage that I could use to keep exploring? Because it seems kind of mandatory.